I'm back with some more facts. I kind of stumbled upon this that I didn't realize before, so this is something that kind of got my attention real fast. Um, the person on the screen we're looking at, of course, is Mazlan Othman. And I think she happened to be the first person chosen by the United Nations, I think in 2010, okay, to be director of the United Office for Outer Space Affairs. It's more like being the ambassador, for Earth, in other words. So if we were to have contact with aliens, right, she would be the one communicating with them. Now, it's kind of funny that they would do that, right, considering that for many years, many of us have believed that Earth has been visited many times, of course, obviously with proof that's on Earth, that we've been visited zillions of times by extraterrestrials not of this planet, or shall I say advanced civilizations. The very fact that United Nations will create such a thing means that they already have contact. Okay? They're showing us basically that they are preparing us for disclosure. The question is when? Because, of course, we're in 2017. And when they appointed Mazlan, it was in 2010, I guess, and up to 2014. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to try to see if there's anything like newer, because I'm sure they probably chose someone else, because I don't think they would just choose one person if they were just going to start that, right? An ambassador to the, to Earth, basically, as a spokesman to Earth. So for me, it's basically saying that we're getting close to that moment that we've been waiting for, I guess, a lot of years, right? Over 50, 60 years ago. I believe that the time, as I've been saying, and like I said in my previous video, I think the time is now. I don't understand why they're taking their sweet time, to reveal to us that we have been visited for many years, so this is nothing new. Whether there are contracts, supposedly, like, how people say that in the Grenada Treaty, was there any type of contracts made where they give us technology, in return we give them, I don't know what, it could be from gold to whatever it is. But think about it for a minute, right? If they wanted it, they probably would have taken it either way, Somehow, some way, we can think that these beings can be mortal. They may be advanced, yes, but also have a certain mortality to them also, simply that, you never know, guys. You got to consider all possibilities. And that's what I look at. Considering all the possibilities. Now, if there's anyone out there that knows any more about this, I would ask that you help me out, because again, this is the first time I kind of stumbled upon it. I didn't know that we had a ambassador, for space. So yes, she was the first person to be elected as the space ambassador, like I said. So if there was to be extraterrestrials, she would be the one they'd be talking to. But it's kind of funny that they would do that, considering that they could have been doing that without even appointing her at all. That's just, in a way, I believe, showing us that they're getting ready for disclosure in some way, somehow, right? I know this happened in 2010, just like I mentioned, and she went from 2010 to 2014, so that was 4 years. And perhaps they chose someone else. I don't know. I got to look it up and see what's going on, and I actually like the idea that that's what's happening, because, of course, there are those, like I said, that are out there pushing for disclosure, which is a good thing, because that's what we all need. We need that in our lives. Why haven't they disclosed it yet? I don't know. There could be many reasons. It could be because, of course, then other countries would know that we have technologies not of planet Earth. Or also, it can mean that religion as we know it can end. Because, of course, like I always been saying in my videos, religion is man-made. That's not to say that the creator's not real. I believe that the creator exists, yes, but I'm saying that religion is man-made. And when people begin to see that there's something more that we cannot understand, then with, open minds and hearts, and we'll be able to accept it for what it really is. Because like I said, like I mentioned, when I was growing up, I was a Roman Catholic, and you couldn't question certain things without them saying that it's the devil giving you these insights when you make certain, when you ask certain questions. You see, that's what I mean when I always say, when you ask the right questions, it's wrong. Because they don't want you to ask those type of questions, that questions this and that. They want you to ask the wrong questions. Because when you don't even ask them why this, why that, then everything is all good. Meaning that you don't have to, as long as you don't question everything, you're fine. But when you start questioning, they say that you're being led by the devil. And see, that's where I depart with religion, because, of course, religion is man-made. No one should be controlled by any one person. We are all the same. If you believe that Yahshua, Jesus, was real, I do believe he's real, was real. You got to understand, guys, that throughout history we had spiritual teachers. Whether you choose to believe that they were accurate or inaccurate, that's up to you. But again, at least the story matters, right? Who knows? I just figured I'd put this up, guys, because I was wondering. I was like, wow, I mean, how come I didn't know about this? This was something I kind of missed right here. But it happens, so I'm just saying this is an interesting thing, because it basically proves, okay, that the governments of the world, United Nations, they're getting close to the disclosure of beings not from the planet Earth. And that's what we need to see. So, again, if anyone knows any more about this topic, let me know. Because, yes, it definitely strike my interest. Because this is something I need to follow up on. Whether, to see if they got someone else, of course, that took over after Mazlan decided that was it in 2014. So, that's a beautiful thing, I don't like when NASA says that, there's microbial life here and there. And, they're trying to make it seem like there's no life anywhere else. But instead of just coming and straight out and just say, yes, there's life out here, real life, like us, they just tell you that there's microbial life. I mean, it's like they're trying to prepare us for the truth, right? But still holding back a little bit. And again, to some degrees, I believe that the reason that they're holding back disclosure, in my opinion, it could be because of religion. Because maybe, it would contradict everything that religion teaches people. Because that's something outside of what we were taught as we were kids. And see, that's what I mean by religion controlling people. Because you're taught something different. But then when you start thinking about possibilities, you're wrong. Your mind is clouded by Lucifer, as they think, right? Just because you start asking questions about, why are we here and the existence of other beings other than us on Earth, gotta consider all possibilities. Gotta consider all possibilities. So you see, guys, for those of you who says that I'm closed-minded about these issues, I'm not. I already told you where I stand with all these issues. I believe, but at the same time, I'm not believing these individuals that come forth and show no evidence whatsoever of their claim. If they can do that, then you make me a believer. But if you cannot prove beyond reasonable doubt that the experiences that they had, whether it be an abduction or contact, got to show me some form of solid evidence to believe. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to put this real quick and show you that this is something that I kind of missed, basically. And I know many of you, of course, are familiar with this. So, like I said, let me know more about this. If you guys know a little more about this, let me know, because again, this is a interest that we need to follow up on, as to who's the next person that took Moslin's place. So till then, next video, peace, guys, and thank you again for your time. You can subscribe to my channel if you like. You can like my channel. You can like the video. Like it if you like. Hit the dislike button. But remember, as always, I say, when you hit that dislike button, I just want to know, in your opinion, why you dislike my video. Maybe you can help me out with something that I missed. So with that, guys, I'm gonna close this video right here, and I'm gonna get to work because this is a good thing. I love this type of stuff. This is something that gave us the opportunity to see that the government is somewhat getting ready. Because I also remember seeing something about the Vatican also using telescope. So you see, that kind of shows that they're ready for something, or preparing humanity for, again, disclosure. So hopefully it comes sooner than we believe, Hopefully it does. If it doesn't come in our time, it probably comes in our kids' time. Who knows? It's all up to the United Nations as a whole to decide, like I've been saying, to make disclosure ready now for us all. So till then, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.